crashes into the ground on the other side without getting hurt. The sheer luck and skill required to make this crossing set the tone.
The car is
for all the
destroyed.
wild stunts that
Bullet
would follow.
holes. And they have not a scratch. His t-shirt is still white. Like clean. Now, even though I have never watched the Fast and Furious movie, I know where they started. They started racing. And somehow they evolved into racing into the sky, to the moon, to the sun. I don't know what happened. And what else can you do when you have 57 movies? Like Fast and Furious 57 is gonna come out. I am convinced that they're gonna go to the wheels fall off. The wheels have already fallen off of this franchise, but they just keep on going and keep on going and keep on going. Being a person that has not watched a single movie, the only thing that I know about these movies is that they've gotten more and more and more ridiculous. They keep on upping the ante, and there's something that I admire, but I also poke a lot of fun at because I think it's hilarious. How did you guys start being a racing movie or a racing franchise, and now you guys are working with the CIA and flying into space in the Toyota Camry? Like, I don't know, but all I know is I'm here for it, because today we are here to react to top 10 over the top scenes in the Fast and Furious franchise. By the way, my name is KC Plagues, co-captain of KyngsKrew, and without further ado, let's get into the video.
As long as we
Let's
obey
do
the laws of
this.
physics, then we'll be fine, okay?
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 over-the-top scenes in the Fast and Furious franchise.
That's not good. That's not good.
For this list, we'll be looking
Man,
at the most
Antarctica or
complex,
something, what's going on? He
ridiculous, and
flew
entertaining
across
action
in a
set pieces
Lamborghini.
in the family-centered franchise. If you haven't seen the full saga yet, beware of major spoilers ahead. Which
It's all
Fast
good,
and
bro.
Furious movie has your favorite action scene? Let us know in the
I don't
comments
like watching
below.
trash.
Number 10, Bridging a Border Gap, F9.
Okay.
Oh, hell no. Are we supposed to drive across that?
I said it looks like a bridge.
When Dom and his friends need to get out of a mine-filled foreign country in a hurry, they decide to take a bridge. Although
In a
3
Charger.
people safely cross, the structure falls apart behind them
This
as
is
they go.
crazy.
This setback
I think
pushes
I've seen
Dom
this on
to create
Twitter.
a new way to get across the border.
Where's the bridge? No. Dom.
He somehow knows that if he hits the remainder of the
This-
bridge at the right angle, a rope will attach to his car in the perfect spot. This action allowed him to glide across the chasm where the bridge
I didn't
once
even like connect. I think I seen this in the trailer. I think I reacted, or we reacted to the trailer with a big Fast and Furious fan, which is the reason why I'm doing this video anyways. It was ridiculous then, and now it's just like, how did the rope just magically attach to the bottom of the car? Honestly, I feel like a lot of Fast and Furious fans don't. They enjoy the movie just off of like loyalty, which I understand. Loyalty and just like how far can they go? Like let's keep seeing, cause like eventually you're just like, you know what, I'm gonna suspend logic. I'm gonna suspend logic and all this stuff. I just want to see what y'all can come up with. Like, how can y'all explain the next craziest thing? Like,
he crashes into the ground on the other side without getting hurt. The sheer luck and skill required to make this crossing set the tone.
The car is
for all the
destroyed.
wild stunts that would
bullet
follow.
holes, and they have not a scratch. His t-shirt is still white. Like clean.
Well, that was new.
Number 9, destroying
Crazy
a
as hell.
helicopter, Furious 7.
This man is the Terminator. This nigga is the Terminator. Bro, look at that face. That face is determined for family. It's not, okay, Fast and Furious fans, give me some background on I think his name Dom. Give me some background on Dom. Like what is his background? Is he like a Batman? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do he know all the fighting styles, or like, cause a dude that just races cars for a living, there ain't no way this man is staring into the barrel of you know what I'm saying, like staring into straight at a helicopter, like he's not gonna back down. Like who is this man? This man is Superman for real, for real. Oh, The Rock.
Near the end of Furious 7, Dom's family is threatened by a villain's helicopter. The hero decides to take initiative and use a few explosives to eliminate the threat. After launching off a ramp at full speed, Dom is sent flying towards the helicopter.
Don't miss.
While he just barely manages to avoid colliding with the aerial vehicle, he does end up falling several stories into rubble. The single factor that pushes this scene into over-the-top territory is that missing the helicopter was the plan. During Dom's jump, he conveniently managed to place explosives on the villain's ride that his allies could blow up. The scene
Rock
ends
just
with
shot
an
it perfectly.
explosion
This
and
man is dead shot.
confirmation that Dom has unbelievable foresight.
I remember.
This man, Dwayne Johnson, is a higher hitman. Your aim gotta be impeccable for that to even. That's such a far out plan. Like that's like going on a trip with no plan of getting there, no plan of getting home, no money in your pocket. You just going on vibes, just like, you know what, I'm gonna go to Miami and we gonna figure it out there. We just gonna figure out what we gonna do there. Like, and the man just passed out too with a little blood on his bald head.
Everything. I remember it all.
It's about time.
Number 8. The family faces a tank. Fast and Furious 6.
Guys, we gotta come up with another plan.
Tank.
They got a tank.
As soon as the villainous Owen Shaw revealed that he had a tank, we knew we were in for a wild ride. The antagonist got our attention immediately by blowing up and crushing innocent people's cars on a crowded highway. To raise the stakes, the wisecracking Roman's car gets rammed by the tank and gets stuck there. The heroes miraculously turn that negative into a positive and use the car to weigh down and flip the bulky vehicle.
We're dragging a car behind us.
Wait, what?
That Mustang and make a nice.
My earrings hurting my ears
Although
right
this
now.
action leads to Letty flying off the tank, that's no problem in this heightened scene. The sequence ends with Dom pulling off an incomparable and physics-defying stunt so he can catch Letty. All the moving pieces
Hell
of this
no.
tank beat made for an unforgettable chase.
Hell no.
Jesus Christ.
Number 7. Zombie Car Chaos.
Bro. you can't convince me. Okay, I don't know if I'm the first person to make this comparison, but has a Fast and Furious just became like live action GTA? Like that's all the vibes I was given. Like it felt like I was playing GTA. Like how the freaking tank, just a tank, was like going down the wrong side of the road, mowing down cars. Like it feels like it's not even just about racing. It's about like it's like a full-on GTA. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. If it was just me, like let me know if it's just me.
The fate of the Furious.
I want every chip with a zero-day exploit in a 2-mile radius around that motorcade now.
There's over 1,000 of them.
Hack 'em all.
While it was established that the sinister Cypher would do anything to get a nuclear football, we still couldn't have seen her remote control plan coming.
Damn.
When an important official travels through New York City with a device she wants, her team hacks
Nobody
into
decided
hundreds
to
of cars.
stop.
Now.
There's
Isn't
over
gonna.
1,000 of them.
I mean,
Hack 'em all.
While it
Fast
was
and Furious.
established that the sinister Cypher would do anything to get a nuclear football, we still couldn't have seen her remote control plan coming. When an important official travels through New York City with a device she wants, her team hacks into hundreds of cars. The Evil
Oh, my
Alliance
fault.
immediately
Okay.
makes all those vehicles crash into the motorcade surrounding the nuclear
okay.
football.
Okay, makes more sense now.
Ouch.
If the
Yeah,
sight of
she don't
hacked
give no
cars
fuck.
veering into traffic isn't extreme enough for you, then the scene
Damn.
where a ton of them fall from a parking garage should do the trick. The amount of carnage Cypher's stunt left behind in its wake was shocking. However, we can't deny that she successfully got what she wanted during this riveting sequence.
Who was the...
Need you to pick up.
Number 6. The power of magnets. F9.
We need to get in there to deactivate it by the time Roman and Tej are in position.
Ramsey, power assault.
After Dom's team learns about magnets and how they work, each of them learns how to harness the power of magnetism. The drivers install devices in their vehicles that allow them to attract and repel metal at will. Since they constantly activate their magnets in a densely populated city, they push and pull a ton of items during their journey. Buildings are utterly wrecked and cars go flying nearly every time they use their magnets.
They don't give no fuck.
If we can't break through, we stop it.
And once they've gotten enough practice, they use their devices to flip a gargantuan vehicle on its head. By the time this action-packed scene is over, it's questionable whether the villains or the heroes' magnets caused more collateral damage.
Y'all trying to be the heroes and y'all messing stuff
Number
up even
5,
more.
Runway Battle. Fast and Furious 6.
Wow, you just had to open your mouth. Now we got a big-ass plane to deal with. That ain't a plane. That's a planet.
A sequence where heroes chase a villain down a runway doesn't sound outrageous on paper, but the Furious team added fun layers to that concept. After the heroes arrive at the longest airport runway in the universe, a few drive onto a moving plane to rescue a friend. Those characters then have to fist fight for family. Meanwhile, their allies jump between cars and launch harpoons at the plane to slow it down.
A harpoon is crazy.
What happened? You hit the flap? You should buckle up right now. What?
The scene also makes sure to include epic practical stunt work and a heroic sacrifice before concluding with a gigantic fiery explosion. Admittedly, there's literally nowhere on Earth where they could have fought on a runway for around 15 minutes of screen time. But most fans were too into the thrilling action to care.
So this is worth billions, huh?
Number 4. Stealing the safe. Fast 5.
Well, the plan's working. You guys have every corrupt cop in Rio on your tail. You guys have to move fast.
One of the franchise's most iconic sequences kicks off when Dom and Brian use 2 cars to steal a safe. Since lots of local officers work for the enemy, the heroes have to dodge police while dragging their prize around town at blistering speeds.
The spikes.
Too tight, we're not gonna fit. Got no choice now.
The safe demolishes everything from cop cars to architecture as they go. The scene became beloved because the heroes are able to use the safe in inventive ways while pulling off tremendously slick driving. It also includes the jaw-dropping reveal that Dom and his crew swapped out the huge item at one point with a decoy. Between its surprising turns and innovative set piece, it's easy to see why Fast 5's climax is one of the franchise's best.
That was smooth, I'm not gonna lie. That was smooth as hell.
Yeah, it is.
Number 3. Multiple skyscraper jump. Furious 7. What do you do when you need to get a car away from a villain while you're at the top of a tall building?
Don, cars don't fly. Cars don't fly.
If you're Dom, the only answer is to drive straight out of the window.
Bro,
he just
this man Dom, I would not be his friend no more. I'm not gonna lie, like this is ridiculous. He is putting y'all in so much danger by just being. Why y'all keep on letting this man vehicles and why y'all being the passengers? He is flying across skyscrapers, even though it works. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't die or anything like that, but. If I was in that passenger seat, I'd be like, my boy, that was cool as hell. But also, I'm gonna beat your ass because that was crazy. Like, it's a lot of stuff I'll be upset, highly upset at.
Barely manages to escape an explosion and land in an adjoining skyscraper. However, Dom quickly discovers the car's brakes won't be of much help.
No brakes. What?
See?
In a split-second decision, he decides to rehash an old move and just launch the car into a third skyscraper. Seeing Dom's car soar across the sky was an awe-inspiring sight, despite the fact that the heavy vehicle would have realistically fallen before reaching its destination.
Absolutely.
The film momentarily made us believe that a car could fly.
You steal the host star. You jump it between 2 buildings.
Actually, it was 3 buildings.
Oh!
Number 2.
It ain't
Destroying
just
a
fine.
submarine.
No
The
whiplash,
fates of the
nothing.
furious.
That's not good. That's not good.
Shortly after the heroes drive out onto ice, audiences are treated to a number of head-shaking scenes. At one point, Roman's pulled out of the ice thanks to a harpoon fired through a car door. The Rock's character Hobbs also redirects a torpedo with his bare hands. But the moment within the icy climax that really stretches belief comes when Dom gets fully involved. When a missile is fired towards his team, he's able to get the explosive device to follow his car.
All right. Come and get him.
He then uses clever driving to get it to blow up the sub. Although Dom's nearly consumed by a fiery inferno, his team protects him with cars. It's still hard to believe that he managed to face down a submarine and win.
We need to get up out of here, because there's all kind of nuclearism happening under this ice.
I'm not gonna lie. Even though I talk a lot of crap about these movies, because of what this video is about exactly, like, you know, the over-the-top moments, that was cool as hell. I would get frustrated watching this series just because, like, it's so obvious that a lot of these characters, especially Dom, Vin Diesel, he has like annoying plot armor. Like, he is so protected by just being the main character. He's like not a scratch type protected. Like, he doesn't get hurt at all. It's cool to, like, okay, we can't kill him because he's a main character and whatever behind the scenes reason we have. Understandable. But at least when he's flying across skyscrapers, when he comes back to the ground, give the man a neck brace or something. Like, make it seem more believable. If he's in a fiery explosion or something like that, make him be messed up. Like, okay, he can't, you know, he's in a hospital or he's limping or something. It's just like he doing all this crazy stuff and he's just fine afterwards. Like, there's nothing, like, he's just like, just a normal Monday. My boy, you just
It means numbers don't lie. As long as we obey the laws of physics, then we'll be fine, okay?
Before the main franchise ran out of road, the writers decided to take the characters out of this world. After Roman and Tej get into a specialty car, they get dropped out of a plane and launch themselves into space. The moment that the two reached the stars marked a point where the franchise had truly gone where no car-based series had gone before. To further ensure that no one would forget this space trip, Roman and Tej are eventually forced to crash into a satellite.
All right, the satellite is in range. Let's power up these magnets and fry it.
It's worth remembering that the Fast and Furious saga started with a crew stealing electronics. 8 movies later, the franchise wasn't afraid to include a scene that's so over the top that it ended up in space. Did you enjoy this video?
I wonder what the writers, what they like, what's their process when they think of the next Fast and Furious. Like, when they, okay, we rode across skyscrapers, so now we gotta up the ante. We're gonna have Ludacris go to space. Luda in space. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? The one thing that I really think that happened is that they did one big thing and they just had to keep on upping the ante. They had to keep on going further and further and further and further. And now you get to a point where it's like, there's nothing else we can do but go to space. Like, we didn't brought a tank in, we didn't flew across skyscrapers, we didn't have The Rock do unhumanly things with his bare hands. That sounds extremely sus. I am fully convinced that the Fast and Furious franchise is just GTA. This is just playing, like, this is just like playing GTA Online. I feel like when I saw the tank, it just solidified everything. I was like, it makes so much sense now. Like, you're just watching real life GTA missions. And when you think about it that way, it doesn't make it any better. I'm not gonna lie, this video had a lot of cool moments, and that's all I'm gonna take away from this, is that this movie, this video about this franchise has some cool moments. So I can see why you guys are still watching, but at the same time, I would never be watching. I would never watch a Fast and Furious movie, but maybe I'm missing out. But y'all let me know down in the comments below. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow all the links down in the description below. We got our black-owned businesses, and we got our gaming channel. Go over there and subscribe to our channel to watch us game all the time. And you know, it's been yours truly, KC Place. See you guys next time. Peace.